For more than 40 years, nearly 3,000 telegraphic cables between Soviet spies in the United States and their superiors in Moscow remained one of the United States government's most sensitive secrets. Hidden away in guarded archives at Fort Meade in Maryland, these messages, decrypted shortly after World War II in an operation known as Venona, may change the way we think about 20th century American history. Fort Meade is only a half-hour's drive from Washington, but our route to the Venona decryptions began with a 9,000-mile journey to a forbidding gray stone building that fills one block of Pushkinskaya Street in central Moscow. This building houses archives of the Communist Party of the Soviet Union, CPSU, and the enormous records of the Communist International. The Comintern, as it is known, supervised communist parties the world over from 1919 until Joseph Stalin dissolved it in 1943. The CPSU kept tight control over which researchers would be allowed into its archive and what materials they would be allowed to see. As American scholars, neither of us ever expected to receive such permission. But in December 1991, the Soviet Union collapsed, and the new Russian government of Boris Yeltsin seized the property of the Communist Party. The archive, renamed the Russian Center for the Preservation and Study of Documents of Recent History, RTSKHIDNI, pronounced Ritz-Kidney, soon opened for the first time for research by Western scholars. In 6 visits to Ritz-Kidney, we spent many weeks requesting files, reading records, taking notes, and copying documents about the history of communism in America. At first, the staff at Ritz-Kidney were hospitable and eager to accommodate our research needs. On later visits, however, one official in particular seemed bent on slowing our work by interpreting archival rules in the most restrictive ways possible. We came to call her a remnant of the era of stagnation, using the Russian phrase for the stifling bureaucracy of the Brezhnev era. When we asked another Ritz-Kidney official why this change from warmth to frost, he replied that she had assumed we were American communists at the time of our first visits, but now realized that we were not. While most Ritz-Kidney staff members clearly welcomed the openness of the new Russia and were very helpful to our research, the remnant was not the only one who missed the old days. A larger-than-life statue of Lenin stared out over the spacious foyer of the Ritz-Kidney building, and some devotee of the old order kept putting fresh flowers at his feet every day. This Lenin, however, gazed down with his stony eyes on the office cubicles of that quintessential capitalist enterprise, a private bank, to which the archive had rented out half the foyer. After our first visit to study the Comintern archives, Ritz-Kidney officials asked whether we might also be interested in the archive of the American Communist Party, the CPUSA. That those records existed was a stunning revelation to us. No such collection exists in the United States, and although historians had joked that the CPUSA's records were hidden in Moscow, no one